Greetings. How is everybody? Man, a lot of a lot of crazy Rick and Morty talk in the cards today, huh? Wow. You know, every time I hear you ladies say natural disaster, it seems like I lose views. Are they not figuring out that what they put out goes back on them? I mean, didn't we tell them that? It's okay. Here's a lot of magic and stuff involved. Is that true? is that true? That's what it is. Let's do a starseed read, shall we? God us all that is, angels, archangels, cinemasters, divine white light has to be a clear and infinite channel for your wisdom at this time for myself as well as those I do readings for. Namaste. Yeah, I was watching one of the Joker speeches earlier. I didn't really watch it. I just saw the clickbait because I try not to cloud my subconscious with a bunch of other creators. Tarot readers, yeah, because I can read the energy really well. I can read the energy really well. And I mean, when we know that weird shit has been going on, thank you, Spirit, and then we're able to, pinpoint that, it kind of breaks the curse, doesn't it? Because that's the whole key to breaking it, is being aware of who keeps doing it over and over and over. Thank you, Spirit. Doesn't that make them insane by now, doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result? it's what it is. I keep ascending. They keep staying the same insane way. I can't do anything about that. Spirit. What it is. I mean, that's my question. With all that energy in the cards about them hating on a divine connection, because that's what they would be attacking, right? Someone's divine connection. Okay, so where are the others with the connection to the divine? Because at this point, that's really all I want to hang out with. If I'm just going to be hanging out, can't be hanging out with people that don't have a connection to the divine. That's just kind of fucked up. You know what I mean? What are they connected to? It makes you wonder, doesn't it? Makes you wonder, doesn't it? Thank you, Spirit. I hear she said 1,001 ways. She said, I'm hearing 1,001 ways to die in Texas, and none of them worked. And I was like, well, hell, I guess not. I didn't even notice. Left brain, right brain, so guys, don't believe in any of that. I just don't. Your thoughts control reality. I just don't believe in any of that shit. Cards in the upright. Yeah, cool. Did you see that sleight of hand? Focus on the situation. Oh, yeah, their intervention was upside down. I would say that the ancestors have taken over this situation. It's just what it is. There's too many of you that agree with me now for us to be in any kind of a disbelief or full-on ignorance or just absolute oblivious to spirituality at this point. She said they know for a fact God exists now, and I thought, well, at what point? I mean, I would say that Lake Isabella for a stepdaughter from 20 years ago on Mother's Day, but we got to leave that shit in the past. I mean, I thought I left it in the past 20 years ago. And I mean, if the devil is working through Pisces Toxic X, that's not Pisces, that's Pisces Toxic X. So yeah, their authenticity, those masks are coming off, aren't they? That's what it is. I mean, you gotta think. A group attacked a soul practitioner. Great. Where are those soul practitioners? In the Texas area, where there's 1,001 ways to pass away in Texas, but none of them work for these individuals. Now, I mean, and I saw a TikTok that said, flooding in Texas, is this end times? Well, I mean, if they went up against the divine, chances are the divine's going to end their good time. It's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. What they wanted for another is what they wanted for themselves. I can't do anything about that. Can't do anything about that. I do believe when she says the practitioner warned him to stop, I thought, was that stop, no and don't? That's fucking ton of videos down the road. Anyway, when the Joker said your exit plan was illegally smooth, well, yeah, I mean, when you do illegal things against the divine, it's really, I mean, like human sacrifice, and oh God, we just have to leave that alone. It's just what it is. Failed sacrifice. It's just what it is. It got everyone all wrapped up in that shit with natural disasters. That can't be good. That can't be good. However, seeing global catastrophe in the cards today. Oh, yep, things just aren't perfect. Things are tough all over, and it's what it is. I can't do anything about that. I mean, when when I hear a reader say these people are being demonically attacked, okay, great. But go over and check out Lee on my Facebook. You just do the death scroll till you get down to the bottoms of his feet. He's just laying there. What the fuck is happening? This is terrifying. Well, yeah, Lee, that would be that whole demonic torment thing that the readers are talking about. They read energy, and it's just what it is. And it's the funny part to all of this, because I watched like maybe 20 minutes of his content, and he talked about calling people in. They told him what he needed to do, but he didn't believe any of that. I don't believe in any of that stuff. Well, yeah, Lee, your thoughts create reality, but you fucking, because you're experiencing paranormal demonic attacks and whatever's going on, because you're experiencing, you believe that shit. But when the woo-woo energy people come in and tell you what would help you out, no, you don't believe in any of that. Well, looks like you're just going to have to believe in that whole demonic torment thing there, Lee, in the UK. It's what it is. You have descended. You have descended down into the depths of whatever. I mean, in fact, you've descended down in the scroll on my Facebook feed till you get to the bottom of the feet. And it's what it is. I mean, I would expect a lot more people to be going through it. It's just what it is. I would say the only thing, see, he believes he can still create. He still has a connection to creation. So it's what it is. Yeah, the vision is absolutely upside down. I mean, think about that. Let's use our heads for a minute. Let's do some critical thinking. If you're making content about paranormal things happening in your home, and then you call in someone and they give you the advice, but they sound crazy. You're being demonically tormented, but they sound crazy. They give you tips, tricks, but you don't believe in any of that. You believe, oh, I don't think any of that will work. Well, it won't. It won't. So what is that? That means you didn't take the advice that you didn't even try. They're not even trying. So they're just laying on their back with their feet up in the air on my Facebook, saying, this is terrifying, what is happening to me, and has been doing it for a long time. And it says it in his description, I will be documenting this to bring awareness. Well, yeah, you're bringing awareness to everybody of demonic possession, and it's what it is. I mean, fucking think about that. If you got people freaking out over a Ouija board, oh God, we're calling in and I can send Reiki through the TV. It's what it is, right? I'm going to tell you, it's the first thing I thought when I saw his SLS camera doing the little stick figure thing. If you've never seen an SLS camera work, it makes the entities look like a stick figure. That's what it is. When they talk about these portal openers and shit, okay, great. I wish I'd have had an SLS camera, but I don't need one. I have astral sight. So being inauthentic in the past, yeah, they don't have faith. That's what it is. And I hate to pick on the guy, but I mean, think about that. I see it all of the time. I didn't listen to my intuition and I know I should have. And then you have someone making content. I don't know what to do. I called these people and they told me some crazy shit, but okay, great. Well, you're telling them crazy shit. Sometimes you have to fight crazy shit with crazy shit there, Lee. That's fucking what it is. What it is. I think about that. Yeah, okay, let's break it down into something a little more simple to understand. Okay, so you're living in your car, right? you're living in your car, right? And you're not fucking, you're living in your car, but you're well above your means. Well above your means for fucking paying rent on a paid for car. So it only takes gas. And you start getting this rattling, this knocking noise inside it, and you can't figure out what it is. You look under the hood, fucking bats and shit fly out, moths, whatever. You can't figure it out. And then, you go down this long, dark night of the soul path, and you find this building. There's a building. It looks like a mechanic shop, but you really don't know. You really can't be too sure. There's tools and shit scattered about, and fucking cars everywhere, but, you you're not completely sure if this is what you're looking for. You're not completely sure if this is what you're looking for. And you go in and you're like, hey, can I've got this problem. Can you check this out? I've got this weird banging, bats and shit flying out. And then they tell you, yeah, it's your flux capacitor. I mean, you're trying to get back to the past or the future, anywhere you're trying to go, and you're having difficulty with your flux capacitor. Well, I've never heard of a flux capacitor, right? But you've never heard that fucking sound in your car either, right? No. It's not an alternator. It's not, it's none of that shit. But I've never heard of the flux capacitor. Well, these cars have upgraded. They've upgraded to the flux capacitor now. And it's probably your flux capacitor that's making that banging noise. Oh, well, I don't. Okay, well, here, let me get this fucking energy reader and let me read the energy. Okay, great. So we've got this energy reader. We're going to plug it into your fucking car. We're going to read the energy. Hey, what do you know, man? It says right here, it's your fucking flux capacitor. Yeah, but I don't believe in a flux capacitor. I've never heard of that shit. Well, yeah, but I mean, you just bought a fucking newer model car, right? Yeah, well, they come with new things. Oh, yeah, but I've never heard of this flux capacitor before. How much do they cost? Well, all you have to do is put some fucking water in the car. It's just what it is. The flux capacitor runs on water. It's just, yeah, but I don't believe in any of that. I mean, I put water in the coolant where that goes. I just don't believe in any of that. Thank you for your time. And then you drive off and your fucking flux capacitor goes out. Your car, oh God, you're fucking laying in the street with your feet up in the air. Oh, this is horrible. This is the worst shit that has ever happened to me. I can't, but this is terrifying. Well, you should have put some water in your flux capacitor, Lee. It's just what it is. It's the new model. It's shit coming back from the past. It's just what it is. I can't fucking make it any simpler for people to understand that when someone gives you advice and you don't fucking take it and then continue to make content about how bad things are, chances are you got to go back to the advice that you didn't take, because fucking nothing you say from that point on is going to mean anything to me. That's what it is. Sacred union is upside down from the past. Imagine that. There's no connection with the divine. The only creator consciousness that Oli in the UK has is with YouTube. And you can't tell me. I can't believe in Reiki Master. Reiki for toothache. I can't teach and believe that. And then not fucking have that pop into my head when I see an SLS figure walking up to the fucking screen. He's catching and they're telling him that they're breaking him down. He's got a monitor in there. You're getting weak. That's what they do. They torment you till you weaken down there, Lee. Till you're laying on the fucking floor with your feet up in the air for YouTube, for all to see. But when I hear that, I called some people in, psychic, a medium, something. They gave me some advice, but I just don't fucking believe them. No, but you believe you're being tormented by demons and that it's horrible and that this is fucking terrible and whatnot. And you called them in because they've obviously fucking dealt with it before. Well, yeah, okay. Well, do you think they've dealt with it before because other people have took their advice? That's how the fuck you knew to call them. Anyway, fucking people's hearts are backwards. We are in a backward society currently during this last shift. The fucking world has been flipped upside down. People can't fucking think straight past fucking record. They know how to hit the record button. They have absolutely no idea how that camera works. They have no idea how the energy, how the components, they have no idea how anything inside that camera works. They know when they hit the button, though, it does shit, right? Right. So when someone says, here, fucking all you got to do is hit this button and your problem will go away. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't believe in that fucking history eraser button. I think I'd rather go back to the fucking history I can't stand. It's terrifying. Oh, this is horrible, but I don't believe in any of that shit. I believe this is horrible, but I don't believe in any of that advice. That's just what it is. Freaking no self-love at all. That's what it is. It's what it is. I don't mean to be that way, but fucking think about that. Fucking give me a like if you fucking understand. If you don't understand, let me know down in the comments so we can debate on how, when you're going through something horrible and you find the number, fucking to be able to call people in, they're going to have had some fucking experience in that realm of whatever the fuck is destroying you. They would have had to have had some experience, or you wouldn't have been able to contact them. So then you contact them, they come, and yeah, I don't know about this person. It's like, they've dealt with this before, but the things they're telling me are just kind of crazy. Well, I mean, you're being demonically tormented there, Lee. They're not telling you to take a pill, Lee. It's just they're not giving you instant gratification, Lee. There's some things you have to do. That's what it is. Anyway, do I even need any more cards? No, thank you for that. You can think about that. And I see it all the time. It's really not their fault. You've been controlled with the law of polarity your entire life. They have you focus on one. They have you focus over here. What there is a left and a right to everything. If they have everyone focusing on the left and the right, can fucking what you're focused on left hand dealings. While you're focused on this, they're doing that. And if they want to control one side or the other, they just fucking pit you against each other. I think the best way I ever learned the law of polarity was through politics. That's what it is. You got a lot of weird shit going on in Florida. So I go down there to the initial creation of this school. I go down there to work with a content creator from Russia. That's what it is. Anyway, very, very karmic situation. Fucking, yeah, spends all day looking for a job, but won't do any fucking work. You're spending all day looking for a job, but yet we're not getting any fucking work done. And it's just what it is. Anyway, make a long story short. Yeah, you travel down there. And the whole time we need to put this together. Okay, well, here we go. We'll make this and we'll advertise for it. Yeah, but I mean, that's the shit that you do. You said you could do what I already have. We're making new shit, but we're not putting together what I already have. Yeah, but I mean, this is what. Yeah, I know, but you said I came here because you said. It's fucking what it is. Anyway. You got to think about that. So now you've got a whole bunch of weird shit going on in Florida. Okay, great. That's what it is. There's not much you can do when a bunch of keyboard warriors get together and flood. Energy is energy. I don't give a shit what it is. All right. However, we're sitting there trying to get some work done, and poof, up on the screen, he's like, "Hey, check this out." Because he's Russian and he speaks Russian, he's got fucking a connection to the entire Russian military, pitting fucking with Biden and whoever. That's what it is. Yeah, what part of touch not my anointed don't you understand? That's what just came into my. See, now I'm going to go and listen to that because I certainly want to know what part of the We've obviously anointed the light of the crown, and yet people want to touch that shit, and it's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about the INFJs, and Pisces are known for being Edgar Cayce was known as the sleeping prophet, and I've studied every fucking thing that led him to that, so it's what it is. Oh, and the new shit. I studied the flux capacitor new model versions. Wait, he died before any of the flux capacitor shit came out. Anyway, so I learned the law of polarity. It's fucking, you got the entire Russian military going on to fucking Twitter with fake profiles and pitting the fucking right against the left. Cyber fucking attacks during the election. And then didn't we have this huge fucked up election? They couldn't believe that. Anyway, it's a huge horse and pony show. But that's the law of polarity, and they used it against. So when they talk about these government witches and warlocks doing spell work, it was the whole military. That's what it is. There's a whole documentary fucking Russia put out about how they were proud of that shit. It did. It showed all these fucking Russian military guys lined up on the computer, steadily sending out fucking tweets to Americans to fucking get them all confused. They use the law of polarity and polarize them to one side or the other with their fucking tactics. That's what it is. Anyway, so That's what it is. Right. However, yes, I'm going to go over here and hear about why you shouldn't touch the anointed flux capacitor without it causing some fucking harm. Anyway, back to the future. And keep in mind, 88 miles an hour is as fast as we need to go. Stepping through this portal is going to... That's what it is. You've got a lot of energy going back on people, and I can't do anything about it. If you want to destroy your life, quickest way to do that shit is get sober. Especially for over a year, because that's all they're waiting on. They're steadily waiting on you to screw up, and don't realize that's the whole time they're screwing up. They can't do anything but wait for you to screw up and do everything they can to make you screw up, but yet they're not smart enough to realize they're screwing up. Throw them down the well, Borat. That's what it is. Anyway. Their claws and their hooves, and they're chasing their tails and banging their horns on the wall. It's what it is. It's rage. It's rage against the healing machine. Imagine that. That's what it is. And you gotta think, people that have no will to live anymore have no desire to heal. Period. They wouldn't do the shit they were doing if they gave a fuck about healing. They give a fuck about getting tried. Oh, this could be my last time. Let's load it. Let's double the load. Anyway. Yeah, that's what it is. So, if you're wondering why you're in a global catastrophe right now, it's just what it is. Can't do anything about that. And the illegal surveillance from the narcissist, that shit's fucking got them all caught up too. So, that's what it is. We've got 8 years of this shit. So buckle up, get grounded, keep your spiritual protection strong. That's what it is. When I see more than 3 readers being able to pick up the energy of another natural disaster with planes having a difficult time landing in Scotland, that's what it is. It's fucking right there on Facebook. We don't believe it unless we see it on the news. Yeah, well, we saw that fucking plane doing everything it could with 100-mile-an-hour winds saying, we're going to grab. Earth angels don't fly, neither do you. Right, picking up war angels left and right. That's what it is. I can't do anything but confirmation. What was it? 2233, I guess. That's what it is. You hear my spiritual knocks on the wall? That's another thing. Right? And I don't give a shit about the church or what they do, but you just heard my spiritual knock on the wall. I'm home alone, and I have given permission and consent for my guides to knock on the wall. It's a sign from the universe. It matched up right at 2233. People are freaking out over Pisces' spiritual protection. I attuned to the energy and gave consent for my guides to help me. Christy Marie Sheldon shows you how to attach to spirit and communicate with the all that is. Because that's another fucking D-to-D situation. It does, man. It just makes you just want to cry. It fucking does. Somebody will ask you something and you'll want to refer the teacher that teaches that. Why am I going to sit here and the copycat? Well, we got a ton of that energy, don't we? So you try to stand in your integrity and be like, yeah, have you ever heard of Christy Marie Sheldon? Oh, yeah, I've heard of her. Well, she teaches the questions you're fucking wasting my time with. Go listen to Christy Marie Sheldon. Well, I can't take her seriously because she just giggles too much. The master class that she won't watch, but, fucking will hound me with questions for free, which I don't mind. I don't expect anything in return, but when I fucking say go listen to Christy Marie Sheldon, she teaches a whole master class on exactly what you want to know. I've taken that class, and I don't teach that, so it's what it is. You're taking me off of my path. I just can't take her seriously. She giggles too much. And I'm like, well, yeah, but if you'd watch the master class, that's the first thing Vishen Lakhiani says, is when you attach to spirit, you're so happy, you giggle a lot. Again, we're going to give Christy Marie Sheldon some privacy so that she can teach the class. and you'll be able to hear her giggling. However, don't think anything of it. That's called bliss. So get over yourself. Right? That's what it is. So now you got happiness haters that are basically the same people that are asking me questions that won't, they can't take that person seriously. They have a connection to spirit, and you come to the universe with the eyes of a child, and they really, really, really want to do this spiritual shit, but they can't take God seriously. If you've ever looked at the Joe Rogan adaptation of AI making God, it was a really happy bunny that just kept getting happier and happier and happier. She was, it's the happiest, all-knowing, Go look at Joe Rogan's AI draws him a picture of God, and then fucking take that story. Well, I really can't take that seriously. They just giggle too much. We can't take you seriously because if you're serious, your gifts don't work. You're too serious. Why so serious? Go back to the fucking Joker speech. Namaste.